What is going on, everybody? Zyonik here, and in today's video we are diving back into the Great League for Go Battle League. As of Friday, all 3 leagues are back, so be sure to let me know down in the comments how your guys' battles are going. What league are you guys in? I've been bouncing between Great League and Ultra League, and honestly, I kind of like Ultra League a little bit better. I think my mastery of my teams in Ultra League has been a little better than Great League. Great League, I love just playing with tons of different teams and lots of different Pokemon. So today, in this video, we are running Umbreon, Meganium, and Azumarill. Now on Umbreon, we are running with Snarl, Last Resort, and Foul Play. That Last Resort is a Legacy Community Day move. Now with Meganium, we are running Vine Whip, Earthquake, and Frenzy Plant. That Frenzy Plant is a Community Day move. And then Azumarill, we are running Bubble, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump. Alright, so getting into game 1 here. Now, the team comp here isn't built in a traditional way of hard coverage, but Meganium really has some great versatility in the meta, and we commonly see Azumarills as well, which is going to be a pretty decent counter to an Umbreon because our Last Resort is basically going to be the only neutral damage that we can hit against it, but we land a Umbreon versus a Shadow Gardevoir with Charm, so it's going to shred us pretty hard. I think I could have stayed in there and gone for foul plays because it would be doing neutral damage, and I definitely think I should have done that and then farmed down with something. So that was probably my mistake of this game. Then we bring in Azumarill. Vigoroth is fantastic on the Switch, guys. It applies a lot of pressure and does heavy neutral damage with that Body Slam, and we don't get the shield right here. Now, our goal, hopefully we can get to this Ice Beam right here. The Azumarill is going to be able to survive the Body Slam, but we aren't able to get off the Ice Beam in time. That was crucial. That's why I didn't shield, was hoping to get the Ice Beam without having to use a shield. Now, we're going to bring in our Meganium now, start farming for some energy, and we need to really get ahead on energy right here. And I also need to try to keep my Meganium topped up with health because there is a Charmer on the other side, so I can't go down basically to fast moves alone, but that's going to happen in this game. So we are going to see an Altaria come in. So this is, oh man, this is exactly what I don't want to see right here. So it's basically a GG right here. Meganium can't do much. And we're going to go ahead and swap back into our Umbreon, but they have a Shadow Gardevoir with Charm that's absolutely going to destroy us. And again, I go for Last Resort. This is, man, comes to just not playing in the Great League for a long time. I could have gone for Foul Play. I don't know why I didn't. I'll go for Foul Play right here. Definitely should have been going for foul plays right here in this matchup. So we make some mistakes in game 1. We also had a hard lead loss. As you guys see there, see how much damage foul play did? That's why I could have stayed in on the lead right there. So lesson learned. And we're basically going to shield right here. And then the Altaria is going to absolutely destroy us. There's really not a lot we can do. So we're just going to go for Frenzy Plant here. I could just let Meganium go down and let my opponent finish me off quicker, but we're going to fight the good fight even though it's a losing matchup. So Sky Attack coming through from Altaria, and that is going to take us out. So as you guys saw in their game 1, we lost lead, but it was an opportunity for me basically to probably stay in with the Umbreon, get off some foul plays, force some shields, and come out with advantage there, and that's what I should have done in game 1. So game 2, we'll have to see how this one goes. I really like the generalist options that come with Umbreon on the lead. As long as you don't face basically a Charmer, maybe a Azumarill, or some really hard fighters like a Scrafty, then you'll do pretty well because it's a fantastic generalist. Now we have Umbreon versus Galvantula. Okay, so this is one of those generalist options right here. I've never actually had an Umbreon face a Galvantula before. This is the first time I'm facing it. I know it has access to Discharge and Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz would be doing super effective damage, but he didn't get to the Bug Buzz in time. So we're going to go ahead and go for foul plays right here. So this is definitely going to be a dance of who's going to be shielding the correct move, but he does swap into a Azumarill actually, so perfect swap done by my opponent. And we're going to bring in our Meganium here. We get a little bit of lag, but we're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plant. Super effective damage. This is what Meganium is here for, to line up against those Azumarills. That's really what you want it for. Now he is going to be going for an Ice Beam right here, so I decide not to shield. Meganium can tank it. I want to save my shields for my Umbreon and just farm down right here. Now my opponent will be coming back in with the Galvantula. We're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plant. I believe this is a poison typing on Galvantula, so it would be resisted if it goes unshielded. He does shield it, and he's just basically going to try to farm me down for energy. Now he is going to be going for a discharge right here, but I'm going to go ahead and let it go through, and then I'm going to bring my Umbreon back in against this Galvantula. Now, like I said, I have to watch out for Bug Buzz. So that's why I'm going to be at a shield advantage right now. We're going to go for another foul play. Hopefully we get another shield. That would be really nice, but I'm expecting a swap from my opponent. We do get a shield, and then this is where I need to be worried about the Bug Buzz. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the shield. There's no reason why we shouldn't shield right here, and it is a Bug Buzz, so I'm really glad I shielded. Now I'm expecting his swap, which he does, and it's going to be a Registeel. So we're going to go ahead and go for one foul play, get us a little head on energy, or on damage, I should say, and then we're going to go ahead and go into Azumarill. But I don't switch fast enough, so that was a really bad play by me. I should have switched into the Azumarill, because then we could have soaked the Flash Cannon and then gone for Hydro Pump here. So hopefully our Umbreon can finish off Galvantula in the back. That's basically what it's going to come down to. And the fact that I needed to use a shield on my Umbreon instead of Azumarill was really, really bad. So we are going to go for the Hydro Pump right here. This is going to get the Registeel very, very low, and then we're going to be able to finish off with Bubble, but he is able to get to another Flash Cannon in time. So that's so tough, because what's going to happen now is Galvantula is going to come back in. It's going to be able to farm us down. We don't get the Ice Beam, and then we're spamming for the last resort, but we lose CMP tie. So really great plays by my opponent, great swaps. And we just made a mistake right there. We didn't get out of Umbreon in time, so that's definitely something to learn when it comes to knowing how you can win the matchup. Make sure you get yourself out of there in time and not have to waste a shield to keep an Umbreon alive. So we are moving into game 3 here. And man, Great League is tough right now up here close to rank 10. We have Umbreon versus Registeel. So I have to watch out for Focus Blast. That's basically the biggest threat to an Umbreon is going to be that Focus Blast, but we're going to start chipping away with Foul Play right now. I'm going to see if I can try to catch the Focus Blast with my Azumarill right here. So we catch the charge move. I'm really, really hoping this is Focus Blast, but it's actually going to be a Flash Cannon. So well played by my opponent. If we would have caught the Focus Blast, it would have been resisted right there. So now he's opting to stay in, which tells me he may have something weak in the back to our Azumarill. So we're not going to shield actually. We're going to build up, try to go for Hydro Pump right here, and then yep, we do land the Hydro Pump. Okay, I was thinking this is the game where my opponent swaps into Altaria. He might have actually. Did he switch? No, he's just going to put up the shield, and then he's actually able to get to another Flash Cannon. So I think I am going to shield right here. I do want to get this Registeel a little lower, and I think I probably should have gone into potentially double shield. But we are going to go for the Ice Beam right here. I'm hoping to get this Registeel low, and then look to potentially swap to Umbreon. No, I'm going to make him use his energy right here. That's right. Okay, so we're just going to farm down, let him use his energy, and then we'll come back in with Umbreon. We still have Meganium in the back. Oh, I shield. What are you doing? Okay, all right. I shielded, and we risked it for the biscuit right there. Man, I forgot about this battle. Okay, so we are sitting pretty good. Azumarill does come in, so we're going to be going for Ice Beam, and we have our Meganium now lined up. So we won that switch advantage, and we took out the Registeel, which was a pretty hard threat to an Umbreon. Now we're going to bring in the Meganium, and we are expecting his swap to be coming soon, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to go for Frenzy Plant. He is getting off a charge move, which is going to be Ice Beam. Super effective damage against Meganium, but it will not take us out because we are thick. So Frenzy Plant now coming through. This should get his final shield, and if it doesn't, we'll have to see what's in the back. It does get his final shield, which is perfect for us, and we're going to go for another Frenzy Plant right away. Thankfully, he didn't swap right there, and we'll have to see what the final Pokemon is. So the Azumarill does go down, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Haunter. Perfect. This is exactly what our Umbreon is here for, and I'm so glad I saved it. So we are going to be able to basically take this game 3. Yeah, game 3. Go for Foul Play right here. Super effective damage against the Haunter, and that is going to be a good game. So swapping into Azumarill right there really helped us out. I think my opponent might have could have gone into Haunter against our Azumarill and applied a lot of pressure, especially since I had the Umbreon in the back. Now, Umbreon versus Bronzong here in game 4. This is really good for us because Bronzong is that psychic typing, so it's going to be weak to our dark type moves of Foul Play. And Bronzong is a great generalist again in the Great League with the Confusion Psyshock damage. On top of that, has access to moves like Bulldoze, which will be doing super effective damage. And my opponent now swaps into Umbreon on the charge move here on Foul Play. So great play by him. But we're going to go into our Azumarill now. Azumarill, again, resists the dark type moves, but last resort is going to be neutral, which is why when you guys are going to use an Umbreon, you're going to need that last resort. If you only have dark type moves, so Dark Pulse and Foul Play, they're going to be resisted by Umbreon, which is probably one of the most common Pokemon in the Great League. So that's definitely why you need that last resort. So we're up against Umbreon right here. We're okay with letting all the charge moves hit us. I'm not too worried about the threat from last resort. He is going to chip away, but now he's in range for ice beams right here. So we're just going to go ahead and go for an ice beam. Hopefully we can get a shield from him. That would be really awesome in this situation, but we likely won't. So no shield coming through. We are going to be able to finish off with bubble, I think, but the game lags a little bit right there. He is getting off another last resort, which is perfectly fine. And we're going to be able to finish off with bubble. So next Pokemon coming in, we'll have to see what it is. It is going to be the Bronzong again, using a charge move. So we're going to go ahead and let the Azumarill go down. Remember, we still have that Umbreon and we have Meganium. So we're going to bring in the Umbreon now. And I'm expecting that he's going to swap again, which he does, and it's going to be a Toxicroak. So we're going to swap into Meganium right now. Meganium does need to watch out for Sludge Bomb from Toxicroak, which is going to be doing super effective damage. So shields are going up. Frenzy Plant is going to be resisted by Toxicroak, but it honestly does so much damage, which is why we built up to Earthquake, going for the Frenzy Plant because we want his final shield. That's what we are looking for. We got the final shield. And then another charge move coming through. Again, we're going to throw up the shield. We don't need a shield on our Umbreon for Bronzong, but we need it to finish off this Toxicroak. So we're going to go ahead and go for Frenzy Plant. From this range, it's going to be enough damage basically to finish off the Toxicroak with Vine Whips as well. And then Bronzong coming back in is going to farm us down. We are able to get to a Frenzy Plant though. This won't do a lot of damage, but it'll help out against the Bronzong. And then we are going to instantly switch into Umbreon, go for Foul Play, and finish off this game 4 really nicely. So again, Umbreon, fantastic generalist. And if you land those leads against basically Psychic and Ghost type Pokemon, it really, really pays off for you. And you can use your shields on other members of your team and save Umbreon's bulk basically against that Psychic Pokemon. So final match here. Game 5. Again, with Umbreon, like we said, last resort is what you want, and fast move of Snarl, guys. Do not go with Feint Attack. Snarl is the fast move that you want. Very high energy gain. So we have Umbreon versus Whiscash. So again, another generalist matchup. Both Pokemon are going to be doing neutral damage to each other. Both Pokemon are thick, and we'll just have to see how this game goes. Now, I do need to watch out for a Blizzard hitting me towards the end. But early game Mud Bombs are not going to be doing a lot. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Foul Play here. Foul Play will be doing neutral damage against the Whiscash here. And it's just going to be a game of chicken basically with shields is how this is going to go. Because both Pokemon can take a lot of charge moves from the other. So it's all about who's going to shield what and when. But we are outpacing this Whiscash in terms of damage and bulk. So we're not going to shield right here. This is going to be a Mud Bomb, but he did build up quite a bit. So what I need to be concerned about is this charge move, this next charge move coming in, because he's built up basically to a Blizzard. So I don't want to feel threatened with that, and we actually take him out. So that's perfectly fine. We're going to see Toxicroak come in. We're not going to give up our switch advantage because we're just going to go for last resort right here. Because I want to try to get his shield or absolutely punish his decision and take down his health basically to 50%. So now we are going to, I believe I come in with Meganium. So we're going to come in with Meganium. We see the swap now to Skarmory, and then we go into Azumarill. Both Meganium and Azumarill are weak to a Toxicroak charge move of Sludge Bomb, but Meganium draws out that flyer like we see right here, which is why we have the cover with Azumarill. If we would have gone with Azumarill instead and then swapped to Meganium, they could have locked us down, but thankfully we are facing off against a Skarmory. Now we're going to go for the Ice Beam right here to draw out that shield. In the matchup of Skarmory versus Azumarill, when you land the Hydro Pump, it does more damage per energy than an Ice Beam. So we are going to start shielding up now. Because I have to use this Azumarill to take out the Skarmory. I cannot allow a Meganium to face off against a Skarmory, so we are just going to be going for shield baits with Ice Beam. We get both shields, which is perfect. Now we need to anticipate the fact that he might swap. So hopefully he doesn't and we can land this Ice Beam, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for his swap, and he's not going to swap, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. So as you guys saw right there, because the switch timer is back up, that means my opponent's switch timer is back up, and I was waiting for him to use a Sludge Bomb basically. So now we're going to swap into Meganium, go for Frenzy Plant. Hopefully this is a Mud Bomb because we swapped out and it is a Mud Bomb. He was trying to finish off my Azumarill and we were able to get to a Frenzy Plant right here. So really good battles today. We lost the first couple, making some mistakes. We were able to catch up and win here in the final set to go 3-2 in the Great League. Able to get a Charge TM as well, which is really awesome. Landorus as well. So let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing now that all 3 leagues are back. What leagues are you guys going to? And honestly, my personal opinion is go with what you guys are comfortable with. If Ultra League was your best league, go with Ultra League. If it was Master League, stay with Master League. If you guys want to do great, do great. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.